guys, sorry. You know, it's cold season. I'm the Amazing Lee, and I'm about to show you guys an awesome magic trick with a tissue. This is what we call the torn and restored tissue. And all you really need is a tissue or a napkin. That will do. So, first, I'm going to perform the trick. Then, I'm going to show you the secret. And finally, we'll talk about how to make the trick look amazing. Okay, so first, we're going to get an ordinary tissue. And I'm actually going to take the tissue and I'm going to bundle it just like this. If you guys can see that, it's going to squeeze down a little bit. You guys have a good view of that. I'm going to go to the other side. Cool. Okay. Now I'm going to take my imaginary scissors and I'm going to actually start cutting and breaking just like that. And finally, I'm going to take the last rib. Yeah, just like that. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it into kind of a ball here. If you guys see, I'm going to put it into just a ball. And I'm going to take that ball and I'm actually going to put it right onto the tissue. Can you guys see that there? Yeah, it's right there. Now watch. You can't see, but I've made a mess. But we're going to try to make this come back together in one piece. 1, 2. You sure you want to see it? All right, I'm gonna do it. 1, 2. I mean, you guys okay? All right, I'll do it. 1, 2, 3. And just like that, the tissue has absolutely no holes, and we're left with nothing. Oh, and if you guys want to hold on to this, please, here, just take it. Yeah, you can see it right here. I'm gonna take it in my hand. At the count of 3, we're gonna try to make it disappear. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys. So let's talk about how this works. First thing is, sometimes in magic, you have to prepare. And that's actually true in a lot of things in life. You know, how do people all of a sudden get to the Olympics? They don't just one day say, hey, I'm gonna run the 100-meter dash, or hey, I'm gonna swim the 50-yard freestyle. No, they practice. They take years to get things and make them perfect, at least perfect enough to perform them. But the key is preparation. So you guys wanna always be prepared. If you have a test, you wanna study so you're ready. If you have a game, you wanna practice. And if you're gonna perform some magic, you wanna be ready to practice the trick and do some preparation. So, we have to prepare to get this trick ready. You're gonna need 2 tissues. And some parts of magic, actually, the preparation happens before the trick begins, right? So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take one of the tissues and you're gonna kind of bundle it up. And depending on the size of your hand, you're gonna wanna take about 1 inch. And you're just gonna cut the top part off, and the rest of it, we're just gonna get rid of, okay? In fact, you're gonna wanna throw this out so no one can see it. Now, this is gonna be the secret extra piece that we're gonna hide in our hand. Now, there's a secret to hiding things in our hands, because if I have one hand like this, don't look over here, don't look over here, then obviously everyone's gonna know that I'm hiding something in my right hand. So you have to practice making your hands look natural. So how do you do that? Well, you're going to take, if I show you this angle here, we're gonna take the piece of paper or the tissue and we're just gonna relax our fingers. We're not gonna squeeze, so that way when we bring our hands forward, they look pretty relaxed and pretty natural. So you want to practice this. This is what we call relaxed hand position. So as I'm talking, my hands are moving and it's like there's nothing there. But really, if you look here, the whole time you are actually hiding the tissue, okay? So that's your preparation. Remember, relax the hand. If you're right-handed, the tissue's in the right hand. If you're left-handed, you want to hold it in your left. Now, what does that mean? Like left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. Basically, if you write with your right hand, you're right-handed. If you write with your left hand, you're left-handed. Okay, so let's talk about the trick. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna show the tissue. You can even, let's say you're at a party, someone's birthday party, you notice that there's a napkin on the table, right? You can basically get another napkin that's the same one, rip it off, hold it in your hand and say, hey, can I borrow that napkin? Cool, and then you can do the trick. Because sometimes the key to magic is to just be basically spontaneous, right? It's like, whoa, just happened, okay? Now, what's gonna happen here is very important, is that you have to take the secret hand, which has the extra piece, and you have to put it on top of the napkin. So we're gonna show you the magician's view. Now, what is the magician's view? Well, the magician's view is the view from your side. So just as like we're performing for these great magicians in front of us. Now, what I'm gonna do is as I let go, I'm gonna clip that tissue paper with my thumb up top, but your pinky, and you're gonna just push up and then basically squeeze, so that way you're secretly creating one tissue. Now, this looks like it's all one or the same tissue, but secretly you've added this extra top part. That's part of the magic, right? So what you have to practice is being able to show the tissue in the beginning and very easily take it and say, now we're gonna squeeze this, so that way we can actually make sure that all of the tissue is looking nice and wrinkled, like my shirt when I go to school. Comedy works well, right? Now, here's the important thing about speaking when doing magic. Now imagine if I did it this way. Okay guys, here's the tissue paper and I'm going to take it Now, you have not said anything and everyone's like, oh my gosh, he did something. So when we speak, we have the opportunity to distract our audience, right? So that's what we want to do so they believe the magic trick is amazing. Okay, last time, okay? So you're gonna take this, again, you're gonna cover it, give a little squeeze, take your middle pointer finger and your thumb, and you're gonna just squeeze that together so that way it's one piece. Okay, so it's gonna look like it's one tissue. Now, you can do the imaginary scissors, or if you have kid safety scissors, or you can just start breaking this up. Now you wanna make sure that you don't make too much of a mess. A lot of cleaning to do. Now once you get towards the bottom of your finger, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna basically act like you pull, but what you're pulling is basically the fake piece. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start to roll this up in a ball, and as you do that, your left hand is gonna come down here and it's gonna relax, okay? Now, when that hand relaxes, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do here, is I'm actually gonna secretly just roll the top of this just a little bit, very, very casually, which will be down here. So all my attention will be up here, I'll be looking here, because where you look, your audience looks. And then we're gonna do basically the pinch vanish. Now, if you haven't learned the pinch vanish, it's actually right here on the website. You just, 2 tricks over, you'll find it right here. But basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this and we're just gonna squeeze it and act like we're putting it on top of the tissue that's here, but really it's hidden in our hand, okay? Now, once you do that, you're gonna say, now we're gonna try to make this napkin come back together. And you can maybe create a little suspense. So it's like, well, you guys really want to see it? 1, 2, no, you don't want to see it. Right now, everyone's like, no, we want to see it because they think you might have messed up. And then you give the magic, and then you can show both sides. And now you're stuck with this little piece of paper, but all you have to do is just crumble it into the napkin. Now, I'm gonna give you a bonus trick here, which is basically how to trick one of your friends. Now, if you just have one friend with you, they're gonna love this. Everyone else will know the trick, but the one friend will be completely super, super impressed. So you're gonna say, oh, now we have to get rid of this tissue paper. So you'd say, hold your hand up. The count of 3, we're gonna make the tissue paper disappear. So we're gonna go 1, 2. Now what happens on 3 is you actually take it and you toss the paper over their head. Now everyone else will see the trick, but the person that's watching it straight ahead won't. So again, you tell them to hold their hand out. You say at the count of 3, we're gonna make it disappear. Okay? You're going to take your thumb and you're gonna keep your fingers together so they can't see it. So we're gonna go 1, 2. I threw it over the head, 3. And then when you squeeze, it's gone. So that's the amazing cut and restored paper with the extra little ball over the head or the little tissue over the head. My name is The Amazing Lee. I've had so much fun showing you guys some magic. Don't forget to check out our Kids Do Magic program where we send magic tricks to your house once a month. Thank you guys so much. I'm The Amazing Lee. See you real soon. Bye.